Well, hello everyone. Hi, and welcome to another webinar from Formaloo. I'm super excited about this webinar, and I want to get started real quick and show you how you can use AI in your approval workflows. So let's wait for a few people to join. And I'm seeing you guys joining. Hello, hi. Awesome. Cool. Amazing. So I want to get started and show you how you can use AI in your approval workflows. This is a serious topic because many of the teams I see building approval workflows, they don't know where AI fits, and they like the common thought is that AI can make the decisions to approve or disapprove. So I want to show you that this thought is not right. So AI should not make decisions for your approval workflows and the steps, but you can use AI in your whole process to create briefs and bring in evidence. And this is where approval workflows usually slow down because people will start looking for new evidence or new documents and different context about the workflow, and they want to make a decision, but they don't have enough evidence, they don't have enough documents, so they keep looking, asking people different things, and that causes the whole workflow to slow down, and we don't want that. We want to get use of AI. We want to get help from AI in this specific section of our workflow to accelerate the whole process and make sure that the whole process is quick enough so the person can make a final decision with responsibility. So by the end of this webinar, you will know where AI belongs and how you can use AI in your whole workflow. And I will show you everything from the beginning and all the steps. So I hope you have come with your own workflow, your own approval workflow, because what I'm going to show you could match and you can get use of every example I use in this webinar with your own workflow as well, regardless of how unique it is. Everything I will show you today it can be applied to any kind of workflow. So I hope it's helpful for you. So we will. I want you to know that you might need to redesign your process in some steps. It depends on your workflow. So if you need help with redesigning your workflow and your process, you can keep in touch with us. We can help you. And we want to see who is responsible for what, and keep a trustworthy system of records that helps us make better decisions in our approvals. And I will show you an example for a software purchase request. It starts with a purchase request form. Let's say someone inside the enterprise, let's say the head of a department, asks for a software purchase, and we have different levels of approval. The finance team should approve, the security team should approve if that software needs or records sensitive customer data, it needs security approval as well. So I will show you how exactly you can set up these triggers and make sure that the right person or the right team gets notified on the right time. So this is the example I'm going to show you today for software purchase request and the approval after it. So the current process that many teams have is like a scavenger hunt. So we want to fix this. We want to help you build a system that is clear and transparent for everyone. And all the documents, all the context, all the necessary information lies within your system. So the responsible person can make a responsible decision and approve or disapprove responsibly. Um, so as I said, the bottleneck is not the approve button. You can approve or disapprove, but the reason it takes time for the persons to approve the step or the request is because they don't have enough context. They don't have enough document and evidence. So they keep looking, they keep communicating, they keep asking people for those information. So this is where we will use AI to fill this gap. And because this costs delays, rework, risks, and weak records, we want to fix it right away. And I will show you how exactly you can do that. So I want to show you, without further ado, I want to show you how you can get started right away. So the first step starts with a form, right? It could be a request form. So this form asks the person all the information needed for the purchase request. So we want to create a purchase request form in which our team head of department or team lead or who needs that software can submit the form and a request for a purchase. So the best way to do it is to start with building the form, get to your Formaloo dashboard, and this is the best place you can get started with your whole workflow and clarify everything. So you can either start new and start from scratch, create a form right here, or you can use Magic Create. I want to show you how Magic Create works today, so you can create your forms really quick. You can write your prompt right here. You can even use AI, like record a voice to your LLM tool and ask for this kind of form, or upload an image or a PDF of the form you have in mind. And you can mix these two as well and ask for the form to be created. So I have prepared the form I need. So this is a software purchase request approval request, and these are the information that I need to be created. Let's hit create. It takes a few minutes to create the form, but it's super quick. And this is how you can build up your form really quickly and easily. Again, you can mix these two if you have some screenshots, some pictures, PDFs of your form. You can also attach that beside your prompt, so it has a better idea of how it should look and what kind of fields you need on your form. Right, so while this form is being created, I want to tell you what comes next. So we have this request form, and when this request form gets submitted, we want to notify the right people, the right team, assign it to those teams so they can track them down and take action. And as soon as all the steps are taken and the request is approved, we want to send an email to ask for the invoice, right? Because the person has purchased the software, it's approved, and now we want invoice, and that invoice should be sent to the finance team for next steps. Okay, so this is our form. As you see, it has created all of the fields right here. You can preview all of the fields from the left sidebar as well. And as you see here, we have our fields. You can click each field to see its settings and properties and change those if you need. And one cool thing is you can change the type here as well. Okay, so this is it here. You can even add a new page to your form. Let's preview it. Let me show you how it looks like right now. This is how it looks like. And on the next page, oh, actually, we should fill these out to be able to go to the next page. But I want to add a new page here. Let's say after the location field, I want to add a page break. So the vendor name goes to a new page. So here you can say new page, and these questions are moved to the next page. So this is our form. Let's publish and refresh the form UI. This is how it looks like. You can also change the design of the form. If you click the design tab on the right sidebar, you see the current theme. You can also use the themes available in your workspace. These are the themes you have applied to other forms, and you can reuse them on any other form. This is perfect for creating branded forms. If you go to the gallery, you can see different types of form UIs that you can apply to your form. Let's use this one. And you can customize it as well. If you click edit here, it creates a copy of the theme. You can rename it here and change its layout as you wish. Let's put a right side cover image here, and let's upload a cover image. So you can either upload an image or use an Unsplash photo. Let's say approval, and you can select from these photos right here, use it, and publish. It could take some few seconds to make changes, and here we go. So this is our form now, and we have set up everything. You can also set up notification emails. So as soon as the form is submitted, you want to notify someone. This is a static one where you can send an email template to the person and attach a PDF if you want, and like it always sends the email. But if you want to make it conditional and you don't want to send it always, but if something happens, for example, if the user has selected high urgency, I want to email a specific person, or if it needs it processes sensitive information, I want to notify the security team to check it out. So you can use logic to do that, and I will show you how exactly that works in the next steps. And yeah, so this is how it looks. Let's say I want to use AI in this step to create a brief of the whole submission. So as soon as the form is submitted, I want AI to analyze the response and create a brief for me. You can do that with a field called AI analysis. Let's add a field here. AI analysis. And here you can write the prompt. This field is admin only by default, which means it won't be visible to users, and only the admins can see it in the table of responses. It will be a field on your response row that shows the AI analysis of that specific response. So here I have my prompt. It says, prepare this software purchase request for human review only, using only the submitted information, return these information, and don't approve or reject the request. Okay, so let's publish. And this is the AI analysis. And we want the decision brief so the decision maker can understand the whole response and act based on that. Next, I want to add a field for the status of the request. So this is our purchase request form, right? person in a department in a department in our team is asking for a software, and we want to react to that. So I will add a drop-down field for request status. Let's call it request status. And you can add your drop-down options right here. I will delete these, and you can add them one by one or insert all of them here. So I will paste all of the statuses. So just click insert choices, and you have all of the request statuses right here. And I want to set the default value to submitted. So as soon as the form is submitted, this field is changed to submitted. So the default answer is set on form submission. Okay, so this is our request status. Now I want to add an assignee field to my form. So we can assign the purchase request to a person or a team, so they can act based on that. So you can do this with an assignee field, and this is how you can add it. And you can say, okay, I want it to only use team members, or I want it to use team members and teams both. So you can change this as you wish and publish your changes. I will show you how you can use and manage teams as well. It's available in your the workspace members page. Let me share the screen here, and if you get to the workspace members page, you can see all of your team members, and you can create teams, manage your teams, and assign teams right here. So right now I have account managers and HR. I want to add another team for security here. So I can assign it to my security team. Let's say I am security as well. And also one for finance. So this is how exactly you can create teams. You can even create teams here as well. Like you can create the team right here, and it will be assigned to this person. You can change the teams here as well. And that's it. So here we have our teams, and everything is set up right here. Let's get back to our form. And here we have everything on our form. We have the assignee field, we have the request status, and now we want to submit the form and see how it goes. So let's preview and submit the form right here. Okay, let's say I will enter my own information, right, and select my location. Okay, so let's say I want to purchase a Nimbus scheduler application. So this is a software I'm requesting to buy, and let's say the price is 18K, and here you can explain the reason behind the business. Let's say I will just type reason here. Let's say the urgency is high and it has sensitive information, so I want that too. And the types of data involved is, let's say, confidential. And let's say I need Jira integration as well. And let's submit the form. Oh, by the way, as you saw, the request status field was visible on the form. I forgot to make it admin only. This is how you can do it. Click the field and select this admin only option. save changes, and it will be created for you that easily. Cool. Okay. So here we go with the form submission. If you go back, you can preview the table of responses. As you see here, we have one submission and it already has the AI analysis. You can also preview it in the right sidebar and check out everything. Good news is we're adding a copy icon here, so you can copy the output and paste it into any report you want to add. And you can also customize your ending page. As you saw here, we are showing a general message here. After the form is submitted, you can change it by editing your form, getting to this ending page, and customizing it. So you can add your icon, your logo, you can add extra images, whatever you wish. And that is customizable like everything else as well. So I also showed you the AI analysis result that we had here. This is the AI analysis, and you can rename it to the brief of the request, so your decision makers know what it's about. Okay, so now let's add some more fields to the form. We want our human review fields on the form so people can review the submissions and make decisions. So we, as I said, we have two teams, security team and finance team, and we want to assign the submission to them based on our rules. I will show you how logic works, but before that we need some fields to make sure that everything is accurate. So let's start with the security decision. Let's add a drop-down. You can also use the single choice. I want a drop-down here. Let's call it security decision. And here you can add your options. Let's start with inserting all of them at once. Here we go, not reviewed, approved, more information needed, and rejected. So these are our security decisions. The same applies to finance decisions. So here I have my finance decision. The statuses are the same, let's say, and I want the finance to review it as well. And then we have another field for final decision. I'll add another drop down. You can either add from the top of the page or click this three dots beside the field to add a new field after this field. Both are cool. And here you can change it to final decision. And let's delete these three example options and say I have these three statuses: pending, approved, and rejected. So we can set up the final decision, and based on that, we can move on. Okay, so I also want to add a long text field. Let's say a long text field, so my team can, like the responsible person, can explain the rationale for the decision, why they made that decision. For example, if finance has some notes, I want them to be able to add those notes into the system, so we can take action based on that. Actually, let's make all of these fields admin only, so they don't show up on the form, but only admins can manage and change them on after the submission in our dashboard. Okay, so all of these are admin only, and you can see the admin only icon right beside them. And now it's time to add the logic. So now we want a routing logic that makes sure that the right team and the right person gets notified. A cool thing we've added is logic map. Actually, we had it, but we have improved it significantly. So you can see everything right here. It's exactly like advanced logic, but now it's showing it visually. You can see your on submit logic, on update logic, and fields logic as well. And you can zoom in to see all of the questions here and click them to add rules. So let's say I want to add a logic rule on the question that asks for sensitivity of the software. And I want to say if they say yes, it is processing sensitive information, I want to show some other fields. So for example, let's show a field for types of data involved. What types of data does it process? And you can also add other fields. For example, let's show security questionnaire. So we want to ask the person to upload a questionnaire and answer those. So this is what you can do right here, and everything in the logic map is saved automatically. You can also click mark this checkbox to trigger all fields rules when a response is updated, which is when your admin, your team members are editing their response, and I want this rule to trigger in that case as well. So you can run your rules there too, and you can check these icons. These icons show that, for example, if it's on top of this field, it shows that we have a show hide rule on this field, as you see here, but other fields don't have any rule yet, so we don't see any icon above them. Okay, now I want to set a rule on form submission. Let's say I want to, actually let me show this to you in advanced logic as well, so you can see it in both user interfaces. So in the advanced logic, you can scroll down to unsubmit the rule. So this rule triggers when the response is being submitted after the submission. So I want to say if the sensitive data, if the user says that the software they're requesting is processing sensitive data, and the security question is answered, and let's say I want to set the request status to security review. Instead of redirect, I will say assign request status to security review. So this is a security tool, and it needs the security team to review it. Make sure to save changes after every change, so you don't lose your logic rules. If you don't save your changes, they won't be saved. Now I want the same rules if it's processing security data, and the security questionnaire is answered, I want to assign it to the security team as well, right? Because I want the security team to review it. So here you see a list of all team members and all teams. So I can assign it to my security team, and this is how this works. So basically, what we're doing here is we check if the software requested is processing sensitive information. We will change the status to security review because the security should check it now, and we also assign it to the security team so they can see it in their inbox and they can review it right there. So in other situation, when it's not a security software, we want to assign it to the finance team. So the finance team can go on and review the request and make the decision. So this way, we can make sure that after the form submission, the request is assigned to the right team and they can take action right away. Okay, so another rule I want to show you is happening on updating the rule. This rule triggers when the response is being updated by our team. So you can set a rule here to make sure that if the security decision, if security approved it, we want to assign it to the finance team so they can make a decision. And also we want to change the request status to finance review so finance can check it out. So now we can make those changes. So we want to say if security decision is approved, so in this situation, the security has approved, and let's say set another rule for the purchase amount. So if and the purchase amount is greater than or equal to $10,000, you should make sure to click this option in the drop down so it applies to your rule. So if the security team approved the request and the purchase amount is more than $10,000, we want to set the request status and change it to finance review, because now the finance team should check it out and make changes. And I want the same if conditions. If it's approved and the purchase amount is greater than or equal to 10,000, I want to assign the assignee field to the finance team. So in this case, now finance is responsible for this request and they should make the decision. Okay, now I've saved changes and these are my logic rules, and we can test it out and see how things work. But before that, I want to show you how you can set a Kanban board to track everything down and make sure everything is working as you desire. I will add a new page to my dashboard. Let me make it bigger. Okay, so request status. So here is, you can also change the icon if you want. And here, let me actually make the page wider so we can see it more of the requests. Okay, so here you can add your data blocks by clicking typing slash and adding them right here, or you can click this plus button and add your data blocks. So here we have the Kanban board. You can add your Kanban board and connect any form to this dashboard. I just want this software purchase approval request here. So I will select it. I want it grouped by the request status. And you can choose what to show on the title, and if you want a cover image here, and what fields you want visible. So you can select them right here, and that's it. Let's create the board. As you see here, we have all of the information, and you can choose what to show and what not to show, and these are also drag and drop. Okay, good. So here we have our Kanban board, and the next thing I want to show you is the activity page. But before that, I want to submit this form again, and I want to show you how this new response, not this one, the new response will be assigned to a team. So let me fill out this form again, and it's Nimbus Solutions Scheduler, and this is the software. And I will fill it out real quickly. And I want it connected to Jira and Slack. Let's submit the form and get back to our board. Here you can click this refresh button to refresh your table and see the new response. Here we have the new submission. The status is submitted. It's assigned to the finance team, and everything else is right here. Cool. Now, as a person who is in the finance team, I can get to my activity page. I showed you here, if you get to the workspace members, you can see that I am part of the finance and security and HR team. And each team member in your workspace has this activity page, which shows whatever role that's assigned to me individually, or as part of the team finance, or as part of the team HR. So you can see how come you were assigned here, and you can see the row. And these are assigned rows from different forms. As you see here, this is a row from this form, this is a row from another form, and this is a row from a third form. So you can see all the details here, and you can click them and approve or disapprove. You can see all of the information and add your notes here, and make your decision here. So let's say the decision is approved, the final decision is also approved, and save changes. Okay, if I get back to my dashboard, here you see that I have my application, and you can change the icon if you want, rename it if you want. You can make every changes you want. So here you see the new submission, and as you see here, it is assigned to finance, it's been approved, and everything is approved right now. And if you like I showed you how the assignee field works as well. So we assigned it using logic. We routed it to the finance team, and the finance team found it in their activity page, approved it, and here we see the updated status as well. So just to highlight again, this activity page is customized for each team member. So as a team member, I see my own assignments, and I can't see other people's unless it's assigned to a team that I'm a member of. So all the team members in that team can see those tasks that were assigned to them. Okay, so this is it, and this is how this works. But now I want to show you a next step as well, where AI can help you and your team. So this is called CC Formaloo. I love this feature because it's a really cool way to create your own AI agent to follow up on missing information and making sure that during your approval process, everything is clear and all the information is gathered. So for this reason, we want to create a new form for expense approval that is for expense report. That is for the finance team. They collect all of the invoices, all of the expense reports in that form, and they should be connected to this form as well. So let's get to our workspace so I can show you how this works. Okay, I'm sharing this tab now. Let's create one with Magic Logic again. So this is my AI prompt. It's asking for an expense report form. So my finance team can gather all of the invoices, all of the information about the software requests and everything, and store it in this form. So let's ask AI to create it. As you see here, we are asking AI to create different fields on the form so it can easily add them and make the form complete for me. Okay, so after the form is created, I want to show you the exact process we want to take here. So we want Formaloo, Formaloo AI to follow up on the submission and ask for more context, ask for more information about the invoice and everything. So we should get to our form and set up a context that asks the agent to follow up accordingly. So let's wait for Formaloo AI to create this form. Perfect. So this is our expense report form. And as you see, all the fields are created. And I want it to be filled with an AI agent. I don't want people to fill it out. I want an AI agent to fill it out based on the context. So if you click the AI icon here at the top of the form, you see many different AI options, but one of them is this CC Formaloo. If you click this, it asks to enable the autosave on your form. You can enable it right here. It takes a few seconds to load. And then we can add our context for the whole project. I have written the context and we'll show you a gist of it. So it's explaining the purpose of the agent. This form records expenses and I want you to follow up and gather information from the person and submit this form accordingly. So when you click this enable CC Formaloo, it gives you an email. Ella is our agent now, and Ella can follow up on with the user with the person, department lead or team lead who requested the software, and Ella will submit this form. If you want, you can ask for no follow-up emails, but now I want follow-up emails. And let's save changes. Perfect. So here we go. You can always access the CC Formaloo right from this AI icon and preview everything right here. Okay, now AI agent is created and it can follow up and fill out this form. But to give it some action, because right now it has context, but it doesn't have the action. To give it the action and the purpose, we need to create an email that is sent when we update our first form. So this is our software request form, the first form that we created, and is allowing our team to request for purchasing new software. Uh, I want to send an email to the requesters as soon as the request is updated and approved. So let me get to on update rule. Here I want to set a new rule that says if the final request is approved, if the request status is changed to Isabel rule, because I want it to be changed to approved so I can process it. So if the request status is changed to approved on the update, because I can change many things, but not the request status. I don't want the email to be sent unless it's changed to approved. If it's approved, then I want to send an email. Send an email using an email template. I will create the email template right here. This is my body, the body of the email. And this is actually Markdown. It will work, but you can change it right here and make sure it looks as you wish. Anyway, so this is the email itself. You can even add your image here by typing / or clicking this insert button and select the image you want to add. Let's say I have this banner and I want to show it full width, insert, and this is on top of my email. You can see a preview here as well. And this email is using answer piping to pipe the values available on the form submission. And it assigns, it pipes the values here and puts them here. So everything is created here. It shows the requester name, the request reference, and everything. And these are the IDs available on the form. I will show you in a bit what I mean by IDs, but these are the IDs of the fields. For example, the requester name field has an ID of requester name, the reference, and etc. For this one, I actually want to use the tracking code of the submission. I will enable it in a bit. Let's call it request approval. This is a name for internal use. Your user will not see it. You can set the email subject as well. And to make it unique per request, you can use the tracking code as well. So it's different for every submission and creates a new thread. Here you need to add a reply to email, or you can let AI to handle the replies. So this is where actually you can shine. So as you see here, our AI agent can shine. So as you see here, we are asking for the invoice of the payment. So it says your purchase request has been approved. Please send the invoice as soon as you purchase it. So the department head who receives this email should reply back to this email and send the invoice attached to the email. And that is where our AI agent can follow up, reply back, and ask for more information to fill out the form and complete the next form, which is the expense reports. Okay, so here we want to let AI agent to handle the replies, and I want Ella as my agent to do the follow-up, because Ella is assigned to my expense report form, as you see here. This is the expense report form, and when I edit it, I see Ella as the AI agent right there. Okay, so let's get back to our AI agent. You can see a list of all of your AI agents right here and assign whichever you want. So Ella is good here to go, and you can CC the emails to yourself if you want, or BCC them, so you can track how the AI agent is following up. Okay, so this is my request approval. So when the request is approved, I want to send this email and say it is approved, and now it's time for you to send the invoice. And I will want to send it to the work email field that was requested on the request form. So let's save changes on the logic rule. Perfect, and get back. And here we have our logic set up. And let's submit the form again so I can show you the whole process once more. I want okay, let's enter my name again. And the vendor name, Nimbus scheduler, and yep, let's say this is the price. I can enter my reason here. Let's say it has sensitive information, or it doesn't have sensitive information. And I want it connected to Slack and Jira. Actually, I did it. It's Jira. And yeah, as you see, this the security field is not shown because I said it doesn't process sensitive information. Submit the form, and here we go. Okay, now we can go back to our dashboard and preview the new response here. The AI analysis is still generating. It takes some time to generate the full response. You can wait on it to create. While we're waiting, I want to show you the assignee in activity. So as you see here, I've been assigned to this role again, and I can review it and make the final decision. Let's say this one is approved, and then the manager also approves it, and the request status is approved. Okay. Great. So now I want to go back to the dashboard and show you how this goes. Amazing. So as you see here, the AI analysis is done, and it has analyzed the response and generated the report and the brief of the request. And the status is also changed to approved, and everything is approved. So right now I should have received an email. And the email could also take some time. But you can preview the email. I will show you whenever I receive it. And I want in this while I want to show you another interesting thing. Yeah, right here. So we have this email now everything is right as we created it. You can remove the extra spaces if you want, and it's saying please send the invoice. So I will reply back to this email, and as you see here, it's being sent to Ella, and I will say something like this. So this is the invoice, and we will attach the invoice and send it out. Okay, while the agent is doing its work, I want to review what's happening here. So we had a purchase request, it was approved, and we had a rule in our form that said if it's approved, if the request status is changed to approved, then I want to send this email. This email was sent right now, and now this form will do the follow-up. This is our expense report form, right? If I go back, you can see the new response is drafted because it doesn't have all of the information, but it already has my attachment in it because I sent it via email, and now it's submitted as a draft, and the agent is doing its work to follow up on the next steps and asking for more information, asking for all the rest of the things it might need. And if I go back to emails, I can see that a new email has been received, and it says, thanks Noosh, I've received the invoice, and to complete the report, please send this information as well. So I will respond with something like this. And now I expect this AI agent to understand all of the context I've given it and complete this field with the rest of the information. So as you see here, we have a reference to everything on the form. Actually, the request reference is not filled because I forgot to assign a tracking code on the first form. So to enable the tracking code, you should go to your form settings and enable this right here. So this will generate a tracking code for every submission. It is unique to that submission, and you can pipe its value inside your email. So here I have my email. As you see here, we have the tracking code referenced here and also in the email subject. So you can pipe its value, and the AI agent that was assigned to my expense report form will collect that information and reuse it and save it inside my new response submission. So as you see here, we have Ella as our AI agent assigned to this form. So the agent will do the follow-ups and submit this form. Let's refresh and see if it has done. Yes. So as you see here, we have the budget code, the amount, everything we requested, and the AI agent has successfully extracted everything from my email and submitted it inside the form. And as you see here, it says it's done, and it also asks for a reference code, which you can respond or not. But as you see, everything is great now. Everything is working properly, and the CC Formaloo agent followed up, filled out the form, and submitted it right here. I will also send a reference code right here. Let's say it's this. So now I expect the AI agent to fill out the reference code as well and wrap up the conversation. And as you saw, it initially did ask for the reference code as well, but I didn't send it. So it followed up. It was like, okay, please send me the reference code as well so I can wrap this up. So if the user doesn't send enough information that was requested in the beginning, it will keep following up until it gets all of the information. And inside the context of the agent, you can explain how you want it to follow up. For example, don't send too many messages. Make sure you ask everything since the beginning, and if they weren't sent, keep following up. Or you can also use this advanced settings to change how confident threshold you want it to be. Or for example, you want it to stop processing and following up after 7 days, or how many follow-up emails you want it to send. The maximum is 50, but you can decrease it if you need. And if I get back to my emails, as you see here, it says, thank you for providing, and it's now complete, and no further action is needed. So this is how the AI agent followed up on everything and tried to submit this form right within our email. Emails are a really natural way to communicate, and it's a great way to, CC Formaloo is a great way to um, talk to our clients, talk to our team members, talk to anyone who is requesting something naturally, in natural conversation, and without asking them to submit a form, because not everyone likes to submit a form. People usually prefer to talk and explain things. So why not capture information from emails or WhatsApp messages or instant messages or any other channel, and let AI agents fill out the form itself, because not many people like filling out forms, right? So CC Formaloo is a great way to let AI agents fill out forms, and instead we can talk. We can go in a meeting and talk, and the AI agents capture all the information mentioned inside the meeting and insert it into the form. So you can process it, build workflows on it, and make it work and automate your whole workflow. This is it. I hope you enjoyed this webinar. I tried to show you how you can use AI in different parts of your system and make sure everything is streamlined, everything is automated, as well as organized and transparent for everyone in your team and in your clients to work perfectly together. AI is here to help us grow and work faster and better. So let's use that in the right way. And this webinar showed you how you can do it exactly. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us on the website chat. We'd love to connect with you, and would love to learn more about your use cases and what you're building, basically. And if you need our help with building your workflows, automating your workflows, and making sure that you're using AI properly, we definitely can help you. So definitely leave us an email. You can send us an email to support@formaloo.com, or chat with us on the website chat, and we'd love to help you build your workflows. Our team is expert with this, and they can build your workflows and deliver it right in your dashboard. We have a question here. I will answer that before wrapping up quickly. You say, can we edit the size of the image in Formaloo? Yeah, of course. If you go to your, for example, let's say your email, if you hover your mouse over the image, you can just change its size and make sure it's working as you wish. And if it's on the form, you can also do the same with your cover image using the custom CSS, and you can edit your theme basically. And another cool thing I just want to show you quickly is that you can set different cover images for each page. So let's say I have one page here. Let's add a new page, and on each page I want to set a different cover image. And this is also possible. This page can have its own cover image, and this page can have its own cover image. And you can change the size of the cover image by changing the layout or setting custom CSS on the form to change it. And we have left all of the most common classes here, so you can assign it. So for example, let's say I want the font size to be like 20 pixels, something like that. You can make these changes, save changes to your theme, and that will be it. And all themes can be reused in different forms, and you can just apply the theme right here. Awesome. Okay, I hope this webinar was helpful, and definitely make sure to reach out to us and explain your use case. We will build it for you, and happy formaling.